Hi there, my name is Matti Sulanto. Welcome to my channel, and in a few minutes I'll tell you 4 reasons to use only one prime lens. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell also, so you'll get a notification every time I publish something new. It's simple. I don't know how it is with you, but if I have many lenses in my camera bag and only one camera body, I have really hard time deciding which lens to put on my camera. If I start with the wide angle, in a few minutes I want to change over to a telephoto, and then again after some minutes I want to switch back to my wide angle. But if I only have one lens, there's no such problem. I'll just shoot with what I have, and I'm good with that. It's cheap, or at least economical. It's always cheaper to buy just one lens than many lenses. At least if you compare lenses in the same category or same quality. And even if you have a dream that you want a specific, really expensive, high-end lens like a Zeiss Otus or something, if you buy only one of them and the most expensive camera body, it's still kind of relatively cheap compared to buying a whole set of Zeiss lenses and several camera bodies. So it's cheap also, or at least economical, to use only one prime lens. Before I go to the next reason, let me show you a few pictures. I had a project where I shot 9 months using only 35mm equivalent lens when I was traveling around the world. It's cheap, light and compact. Compared to any zoom, a prime is always smaller, probably sharper and faster. It's really convenient, especially if you travel, just to carry a small camera with a small lens instead of a large heavy zoom that draws attention, and you're more likely to take your camera with you, for example in the evening when you go for a dinner or something, if your camera is small, light and compact. Besides, the fast aperture will help you in the evening when you shoot all those nice evening pictures in the old town, wherever you're visiting. It makes you a better photographer. If I have a zoom that covers all the way from wide angle to a telephoto, I tend to get lazy. I'll just snap the picture from wherever it's the most convenient for me, but the result may not be the best photograph I could possibly have of that subject. But when I have just one prime lens with me, it forces me to think about my subject, and if my subject is somewhere over there, I have to maybe walk a bit, and while I'm walking towards my subject to get closer, I also observe it and maybe find another angle that's more interesting than the original image I had in my mind. Using only one prime or one focal length may help you find a different approach also to a familiar subject. Say a portrait. You would normally use maybe 85, 100mm lens, but if you only have 35, it forces you to find a different approach or a different angle or something to your portrait, and maybe you'll end up doing something you've never done before. It's so cold out here, my face is starting to freeze. I can't talk anymore properly. I have to go inside, and I'll see you later. Ooh, good to be back inside. It was so cold outside, even though the temperature was only like 2 degrees. But the humid wind blowing from the sea was so overwhelmingly freezing that I actually had a hard time moving my face anymore because of the temperature. Just a couple more things about using just one prime lens. I know what some of you are going to say. It doesn't make any sense to use a system camera if you only use one prime, because the whole point of using a system camera is to be able to use multiple lenses. That is true, and I'm not going to suggest that you shoot with only one prime for the rest of your life. I'm merely saying that it's worth trying. Photography is, after all, a creative process, and it's worth trying something new if you have never tried this before. And then there's another thing that many of you are going to say. You're going to say that I'm gonna miss some photo opportunities because I don't have my extreme wide angle or my really long telephoto. Yes, you are going to miss something, but I'm telling you, you're always going to miss something. It's just a fact that you will never capture everything. It's impossible. While you are changing lenses, there's a photo happening right in front of you. Or while you are zooming into that, I don't know, distant subject somewhere there, there's another picture happening right in front of you for your wide-angle lens. I would go as far as saying that you probably capture more, or you have more opportunities to capture a great photo if you only use one prime lens, because then your equipment is not distracting you. You're just concentrating on what's important, looking around and seeing things. And photography is about learning also, and that's why it's good to try something new or something that you haven't done before. So try shooting with only one prime lens for, I don't know, for one evening, one weekend or something, and see what comes out. See how it goes. Okay, that's it for now. And thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time.